All right. Well, welcome everybody to the first edition of the Appalachain Entertainment Artist Show. We're here today with Miss Kim Hobart. She's one of my favorite artists, and what a great first artist to have. I'm very excited to have her here. And today we're going to be doing some recording, but the first thing we're going to do is have a little quick interview and talk about some of the things that are Kim Hobart and will be. So, how are you doing, Kim?
I'm doing good.
Good.
How
Good
about
to see
yourself?
you. Awesome.
Good.
It's a beautiful day.
It is. It is.
In the mountains. What do they say? You're lucky enough to be in the mountains. You're lucky enough.
That's true.
All right. Well, I got a couple of questions for you to start off with. What got you into music?
I think it's just always been a part of life for me, just growing up, and so, I just in church, and I guess I got up and sang my first solo at 3 years of age.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So your parents were influential in it?
Very, very much.
Your parents play music too?
My mom sings, and and there's quite a few musicians in her family, so.
Well, neat.
Yeah.
Well, that's the second question I had was about influences. Did you have any musical influences when you were younger? Or was it Pat Benatar or something like that, or besides your parents?
Well, I guess I kind of had favorite singers from time to time. I guess the first person that I really thought was cool would be Amy Grant. She was one of my first that I.
She was awesome.
I really liked her.
Well, that's cool. So you were about 3 when you got first started then, huh?
Well, yeah.
Did your first solo at church then, I assume, right? What song was that?
It was called "Keep Your Eyes on Jesus."
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know how to end. So we just kept going and going and going until finally somebody was like, "Come get that kid off the stage." And so I didn't know how to stop.
Well, shoot, I guess you don't have any video of that, do you?
No.
Oh. You're saying you played in a group at the church, Calvary Assembly of God,
Yes.
with Mike McKinney, pastor there.
Right.
Great group. Actually, I did see them. Why do you think you play music?
I think that God has placed within us all different abilities to create somewhat, because He is the creator, and different people create different things, and for some reason I really just believe that God has just given me a gift to be able to create through music, and I just it's a real joy for me to be able to do that, because it's a real, just a neat outlet and just a way to, I guess, express myself or whatever. But
And a way to give back to Him.
right.
Well, neat. What are some goals in your music? Didn't know this would be 20 questions,
No,
did you?
this is fun. This is fun. I guess I'm at a point with music where I've just kind of almost just laid it down to say whatever you want as far as music goes, because I think there's a tendency to always, you have these dreams in your heart, and you want to always do something huge that, is going to be the biggest thing that you could possibly do, that it can get to a point that music can kind of get out of perspective. So really, I guess my goal is, my music is going wherever I am, and the place I want to be is just wherever God is and where He has me. And if that's with a group of 3 people, if that's doing something other than music, then that's fine with me. But if He can use my music to bless other people, or just to bring freedom in people's life and to help them think and to be drawn to Him, I'm all for it.
Wow. Well, that's neat. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for being here up to this point? Who we were able to thank the people that brought you to this point? Besides me, of course.
Yeah, well, I do appreciate you, because you've just been a blessing you've helped us out a lot.
Well,
Seriously,
right.
with lots of different projects and things, and I really appreciate it. But I guess, I'm just thankful to have um, the husband that I have, because he's very supportive and very kind, and our kids, and we just have strong family relationships, and so I'm just thankful for that.
Well, neat, neat.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in the near future? I guess that's kind of along the goals question.
That is along the goals question, and that's kind of that's hard for me, because some people look at life and they do have that really huge vision, and I want that, but I guess I'm a day-to-day person, so it's kind of like whatever is put there before me is what I do, and
Yeah.
so
I thought you were going to say at McDonald's.
yeah.
Anyway.
Not at McDonald's. So.
All right, now we got some silly questions. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened while you're performing?
Well, this is kind of funny. One time I was doing a wedding and was using a tape. It was back in the day before CD, so I had a tape. And we were using a little karaoke machine, like right behind me. And I was getting ready to do the song for the wedding, and the guy that was he was another singer at the wedding, he was going to push play for me. So he pushed play and nothing happened, so I turned around, and when I turned around, the tape, he was holding it, and it was all unwound. And so I just turned around, and I just was just like, okay, I can stand here and smile for a minute, because he was like, give me a second. So he had a pencil. He's like, there. He took the pencil, and he put it in, and after, it was awkward. It was for at least, it felt like forever, but I just had to stand there and smile and look at the people, because, it's a wedding. You can't make a joke. It's a wedding. So, but it worked. So that was bizarre. So that was one of the things that stand out.
Have you ever met anybody really famous?
I've met Reliant K.
They're famous.
Because my daughter, she takes me on all those fun trips where you get to meet famous people. But I have seen them, and Hop Nelson.
Who?
Hop Nelson. They're cool too, man. If you're under the age of 18, you're famous.
If you could perform with anybody, dead or alive, who do you think you'd like to perform with?
This is probably a name that I don't even know if you'll know who this is, but Jason Upton has been a guy that's really I've just been playing his CD over and over lately, and he's just a man that sings from his heart and ministers from his heart. And if I could be on stage with somebody like that, you can just see the power of God going out from them, and you see lives changed. That's kind of who I feel.
Well, the last question I have is, what makes your music appealing?
Well, I think there's probably a quality in there of realness, because I can't just come up with songs. If somebody said, write a song about dolphins or something, I just can't do that, because I have to live what I write. And it's usually, occasionally I will sit down at the piano and try to write a song, but for the most part, when I'm sitting at the piano or I'm writing, it's because I'm just, it's from an experience I'm going through. I'm just pouring my heart out, or ideas will just come to me when I'm just doing really common things. But I think it's just the realness of, because it comes out of me and it's real to me, and I write about things that mean something to me.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Miss Kim, for coming down here today, and we're getting ready to record some stuff. But thank you for being my initial person.
Aww, well, you are welcome. It was fun.
All right, web subscribers, we appreciate you guys logging in and checking out the website. If you have any questions, you can log on to the forum and ask questions for Kim, and I'll pass them along to her. There should be a website set up in the near future for her in particular that you can access her information directly. But until that time, we wish you adieu. Have a good one.